two teams from Dublin on University Challenge. 9 weeks, 0-0. And they always give the names, have you noticed?
Went to America, got off the plane, walking down the sidewalk, New York City. Young lady came up to him. She said, you like to come home with me? He said, don't mind. She said, $50. He said, give you $200 if I can stop all night. She said, sure you can. Gone back to her flat. Next morning, he said, can I come round again tonight? She said, another $200. Anytime, sweetie pie. Went round the next night. He said, can I come round again? She said, for another $200, the door's always open. 3 nights running he went round. Next morning, she said, coming round tonight? He said, no, I'm going home. She said, where's home? He said, England. She said, whereabouts in England? He said, Manchester. She said, I've got a sister lives in Manchester. He said, I know. She gave me $600 to give to you.
Don't talk to her over there, Michael. You're wasting your time. She's a lesbian.
Is it the trouble with you? You've got no patter. You don't know how to chat the birds. Now then, darling, what part of the lesbian do you come from?
Oh, them butchers. Smile and then they go.
He said to this fella, is that your dog? Just buggered off with that piece of pork. This fella said, well, it was, but it looks after itself now. I've seen this little coloured lad kicking a ball on his toe, on his knee, on his shoulder, back down and flicking it back. He was good. Alison said he's 9 years of age, little coloured lad. Tell you what I'll do with you. You're a very clever little fella. I'd like to sign you for Manchester City. Little coloured lad said, get knotted, it's bad enough being black.
And she's thick. She set the alarm for 6 and there's only 3 of us. I've got enough chips ready and you're in that queue and you look at that big yellow piece of plastic. The best thing is Friday night all the drunks are in there and they go in. A lot of things, haven't they? And then they go like that, don't they? Serve him, me old China. I was in there and I went, 3 fish and chips, please. And he went, we make fresh chip. Beef free minute. And we have fresh chip. Then they go like that at the back, don't they? And all the family come out and look at you.
Fresh, isn't they? Then an American came over here, got into a taxi, you know. Said to the taxi driver, take me round London, bud. Round the taxi driver's going, he said, what's that over there? Taxi driver said, that's Tower Bridge. He said, back home we got bridges 4 times as big as that. Took him round somewhere else. He said, what's that place? He said, well, that's Buckingham Palace. He said, back home we got buildings 5 times as big as that. All of a sudden the American said, what's that building over there? He said, well, that's the biggest building in London, Governor. He said, back home we've got a building 20 times as big as that. He said, I'm not surprised, that's the lunatic asylum.
You know, I don't think we should go to the Olympic Games now, should you? Hey. Them Russians, they can't talk to... I was in the pub having a drink with my mate. My mate said to me, do you like Afghanistan? And the Russians shot him. He thought he said, do you like... He said, do you like Afghanistan? No, shouldn't have to.
Like that.
The front there. I bet you remember the war, sir, don't you? Were you in the war? Were you? On our side. Hey, my dad were in war, you know. Fought like hell he did. But he still had to go. You were in Navy. couldn't spell nothing. You were a deck on the...
This fella...
Patriotic front leader in Mugabe. Yorkshireman, him. From Bradford. Must be Yorkshire. His name's spelt backwards. He buy gum. I was down at British Leyland in the canteen there doing a job. I went round the works after having a look round. And, you know, there's been some terrible things going on, haven't there? Night shift workers there. One got sacked for talking in his sleep. And these Egyptians in the corner said, you're lucky to be working here in this country, aren't you? Some of our lads are out of work, new people coming over. We worked in the pyramid back in Egypt. On the assembly lines in the pyramid. We only work the afternoon shift here, 2 to 10. We call the 210 Carmen.
Picture the scene in the Lake District.
Woman went to the manager in the cinema. She said, there's a fella laying across 3 seats down the front, moaning. She said, get rid of him. Manager went up, he walked up, he said, oi, and the fellow went, oh! He said, I'm talking to you, oh! He said, what's your name? He said, Charlie. He said, where are you from? He said, a balcony.
Because it's funny the way things are going now, isn't it? You know, the way everybody's on strike now, aren't they? Hey, now there's a hospital up by us. My dad's on strike. He knows and throws. He's a picket.
Better audience than the other night. I was working Wigan the other night. Anyone from Wigan? There's 4 rugby players got me on the shoulder. I said, I've not gone that well. Where are we going? He said, I was going in Canal. This fellow was showing off around the precinct in his Cortina. I don't know what it was. I don't think she did neither. She just witnessed a scene on a motorbike.
Just good.
I'll tell you, they'd have killed me if he could have plugged it in.
The American in Dublin. Canada. German fella went to Canada. And he wanted to be a lumberjack. And the boss said, have you been a lumberjack before? He said, oh, yeah. He spoke Liverpool accent. He said, yeah, I've been a lumberjack before. I worked in the Sahara Forest. He said, the Sahara Forest? There's no trees in the Sahara. He said, not now. He said, tell you what, I'll give you the start. He said, tell you what I'll do, I'll give you the start. Right? He said, get over them trees there, knock as many trees down as you can. He said, all the other lads are knocking down 100 a day. You have a go, see what you can do. End of the day, he comes up to me and says, how many have you knocked down? He said, 95. He said, what, 95? I thought you were good. He said, there's something wrong with the saw. He said, let's have a look at it. He went, brum, brum. The German said, what's that noise? So he fixed the saw. He gave him the job as foreman, and he said, right, now you go round and see how these lads are getting on, he said, and look after everything. So we went round, he saw these 2 lumberjacks sawing away like that. Thin fella on the end of a saw, about 6 stone he was, wringing wet. And on the other side was a big fat fella, about 25 stone. And he went up to the big fella and he went, bang, hit him in the chin. The fella said, what was that for? He said, never you mind. He said to the little fella, if he takes that saw off you again, let me know.
Three hardened criminals went to court. Englishman, Scotsman, and an Irishman. And the judge said, have you been up before me before? And one of them said, well, I don't know, what time to get up? So,